I'm Gardner Selby, American-Statesman, and Statesman.com. The stunner of this week, the Texas Senate was overshadowing the Texas House. If you've read the paper, you know that we have a new speaker in the House, and he's settling in. But Wednesday evening, all but one senator over here, all but one Senate Republican, voted to ease action on a proposed change in law that would have Texas join 7 other states that request a photo ID from each voter at the polls. Democrats, who think this idea is a way to drive down and drive away voters, stopped voter ID proposals in 2005 and 2007. But the gambit, the rule change that happened last night, makes it possible for Republicans to get this taken care of with 16 votes out of the 31 senators instead of the usual 21 required to take up a proposal. That change means the Senate is going to be hustling through this bill. Bad feelings all around in the Senate, lots of talk about a loss of comity. But beyond that, I was struck by a comment by Senator Vanderputte, the senator who represents San Antonio and is also the chairman of the Democratic caucus. Vanderputte said last night that she thinks passage of this proposal is questionable now in the House, where it's already passed in 2 straight sessions.
On the House side of the Capitol, I've just come from talking to Representative Betty Brown, who carried the voter ID legislation last session through the House. She told me she has no reason to think that it won't pass again this session, despite the shrinkage and Republican advantage on Democrats in the House. I also spoke this morning with Democratic Representative Rafael Anchia of Dallas. He says he's not saying it's not going to make it. He does say that it remains to be seen, a lot of things remain to be seen, including who gets what committees, who ends up chairs of what committees, and of course, most importantly, what kind of proposal ends up coming over from the Senate. Meanwhile, outside the Capitol, the big story today is likely to be Kay Bailey Hutchison transferring about $8 million from her federal campaign kitty to the committee that is exploring her run for governor next year. She will make a bombshell with this announcement, if it's happening, because it means she's serious about getting in the race. Of course, Governor Perry won't be quiet today. He's going to have his own report, likely to show many more millions than he had 6 months ago, meaning, I think, that both of them will be headed toward 2010 already with nearly $20 million in campaign cash ready to go. I'm Gardner Selby at the Capitol.